tea. Okay. So good morning, YouTube. My tea's probably not that hot. It's warm. So good morning, everyone. Let me just say Trayvell Martin, who is my son, has been missing since the 2nd of January. He was last seen in Flying Hills area over there in CROOM Township. He has not been found. We're moving forth in things that we have to do to get answers. This young girl that was seeing my son, Spanish chick, has not been helpful at all. Her name's Emily. Shields, Scheel. Whitney's a middle name. She lives out there in Flying Hills. Has not been helpful to my family at all. I want to say some things, but I'm going to refrain from that. It's hard every day to sit here and wake up every day and knowing that my son is not here. And that nobody seems to have known or seen him. The canine dogs that they said they put out to search for him, was it 2 or more canine dogs, or was it just one? I'm holding on, Kimberly. Livingston, I'm sorry, I'm holding on. Was it 1 canine, or was it 2? Or was it 3? How many drones did they send up to look for my son? What time did the drones get there? There's, these are some, not all, the questions that we have and that we are given to the authorities to look into. No justice, no peace. I cannot allow my son's life just to go down like this. I cannot. I will not. I believe in my heart of hearts something happened. I really would like to believe that my son is okay too. But when you are going on, I don't know, was this day 15, day 16, and he's still not since the 2nd? They had a warrant out for a domestic violence. Him and his girlfriend, at that time, must have got into it. So they making my son out to be an abuser. That's not his character. He don't have no record of being no abuser if you pull up public records. But if you pull up her name, maybe you'll find more. Because there are information about her out there tied in with an officer. It's very sad that a young man's life who had a lot to live for. I don't know where my son is. I don't know if my son is dead or alive, but right now I just want answers. And We come into a time and a day where we live now where people feel as though they don't have to answer to you. They don't have to answer to no one. But one day, they're going to have to answer to the Lord. They're going to have to answer to God. When you have blood on your hands, that's probably, you know what I mean, wrongfully doing. This is Bible talking. I'm not saying if anybody had anything wrongfully done or had a part of wrongfully done to my son, or my son's missing, or whatever. Right now, I can't. Right now, I'm just like, I'm shocked. I'm numb. But yet, God gives me enough in my spirit to say, hold on, my daughter. I got you. God's word says justice. Revenge, he says, revenge is mine, saith the Lord. And I got to hold on to those words. That God will see justice be made. That he won't let wrongfully doing done to my son go unnoted. That's not the God that I serve. That's not. I'm going to say this to parents, to moms. Watch your sons. Watch who he's with, especially if it's a female. I do not agree with any kind of hitting on no one. Woman hitting on a man or a man hitting on a woman. I don't agree with that. But you know what? Be honest with yourself. If you're watching this live right now, you don't got to be honest with me, but you need to be honest with yourself and be honest with God. If you have faced a domestic violence in your own life, you know what it's like. You might not want to be on here and you might not want to say nothing. You might want to deny it to your 6 feet underground, but that's okay. But be honest to yourself. You can sit there and you can say, well, I never did that. If that's you and you never was in the domestic violence situation, that's fine. I don't condone it. But what I'm trying to say is that was not my son. My son just don't get out here and do what they're trying to make my son out to be, this monster. It's not. It's just not. And every day that I go and people, I just, you start to feel like you're not doing enough. To get answers for your loved one that you lost. I don't think some people are human. I think some people are just born monsters. I really do. Because I feel like this was monsters. Nasty, ugly monsters that has something to do with this missing of my son. and I can't just take it laying down. I won't. I'm gonna stand up for my son, and I'm gonna be my son's voice because my son is not here, so I'm his voice. I'm gonna speak on his behalf. I do not care what people say because if it was you, you would be moving differently. You would be thinking differently. So right now, I'm his voice. I'm his counsel. And justice has to be served. This is going on far too much. People, men are going missing or getting killed by hands of people that they probably thought that was supposed to be on their side, supposed to be helping them. This we got to start at the local level, people, and we got to start demanding and seeking justice. It should be public knowledge. When police officers leave one precinct and go to another, that should be public knowledge. Why did you go? What happened that you need to go to another precinct? It shouldn't be just quote unquote their records for them. Why? Got to start making a change, people. You don't start making a change, if you don't start taking the stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And I'm not one of them. I'm not. I'm not going to let my son's life just be swept under somebody's dirty rug. No. Somebody knows something about my son, and I want answers. Matter of fact, I got to call back up here. But y'all just be careful how you are out here in your life and let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of maybes. Be careful because we don't know who son or who daughter is next.